Grand Rising. How are you all doing? I just came down here to do a little chit chat after last night. You know, thanks for joining me. Please hit that like. I don't think I have any moderators. Diva is doing her thing, and my other moderators tend to work in the daytime, so they not always here. They don't like when I go live in the morning because they want to be a part of me. Hey, youngest sibling, Donna Hughes, 2020 Slider, Gift and the Curse, Stephanie Harden. Thank you all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get in this algorithm. If you notice, I am coming on. Trina B, youngest sibling, thank you for joining me. I am coming on a little more. Oh, she is here. Love you, sis. I'm going to speak about my sister and I, too, and then tell you a little bit about when I went back and watched my video. I want to make some clarifications, and I want to respond to a troll. Okay? So I'm gonna do all that this morning. So I'm not gonna be here very long, for real, for real. Even though I have the day off and I would love to stay with you all, it's very difficult for me to stay up here for hours talking about, the same thing. You get kind of tired of, and panels do help. I must say, panels prolong the commentary because of the engagement. So and I don't, a lot of people don't jump on the panel. So I'm here trying to keep you all engaged. And then sometime I get a little tired. I'm only human and I'm not that great orator all the time. Hey, Jazz A, thank you, baby. I'm so glad you're on this morning. I've always loved to hear you. Thank you so much. Exclusively me. Many kisses to you, baby. I'm glad you could join me. You've been here a while. So let me go to this troll. I'll start with the troll first. So there's this troll that follows me around. And you guys, I don't think, I'm looking like this morning. I don't know how long I'll be on camera, but I'll pop on for a minute and then I'll get off. Just looking rough this morning because it's my off day. But it's this troll that follows me around, right? And every time I make a comment, the troll comes to attack me. And I realize that the troll is attacking me and I pay the troll dust. I have never, and the troll, I know you in here because you follow me around, so I'm sure you in my bushes as well. I have never claimed to not like the drama. And I was this perfect Mz.Teavalocity is only about positivity. I'm only spreading God's word. I'm sitting on this pedestal. I've never claimed that. Now, if that's what you thought about me, that's on you. Never put anyone on the pedestal. You can always be disappointed by your expectations of others. I come out here and I be Mz.Teavalocity. Just take a look at me. A mess, a pure mess. But I'm here. I was just taking the test. Took the test. Don't know how well I did, but took the test for, employment. So, I mean, I'm working, but, to level up. So I was taking the test and I ran back over here because I knew I had a live schedule. But I've never claimed to be anyone other than myself. What you think about me is what you think about me. I've never lied to anyone. So this troll always follow me. And as soon as I make a comment, the other day I made a comment, and I know who the troll is. See, there is a way you can see who trolls are. I don't care. They don't know you can. But there's a way you can see who trolls are. I'm not telling it. It's a secret. So I know who it is. And you have a problem with me. So every time I make a comment, this troll comes at me. So the other day I made a comment in the Miss O's chat. I was over in these Miss O's and somebody said, yeah, they tired. They just want to move on. They was tired of this mess with the lady in Virginia and, coming back and da-da-da, right? So I said, yeah, I'm tired of it too. Let's just move on. So the troll said, if you tired of it, the lady who don't like mess or something, why don't you just leave? So I knew you was coming after me. Baby, you can't make me do a damn thing. When I get ready to leave, I will leave. You can't make me leave because you have a problem with me, because your perception of me is just your perception. So go away, little troll, but I know who you are. So and there's a way that I found out who you are. So everywhere I go, Miss DL, I know you. DL, I know you. Why don't you worry about you and not Mz.Teavalocity? Because I got this. I got this. I'm going to do me as long as I want to do me. Now, if you don't like me, Don't watch me. So get on out my bushes, because a click in the view means you still supporting me, whether you like me or not. See, when I don't like people, I don't support them. Okay. So that's for you, Miss Deeyell. I know you. Okay. So leave me the hell alone. I go where I want to. And hey, Treasure, I missed your live last night. I'm gonna go back and watch it because they say it was a good one. But I did see you on Pizarro. It was glad to see Pizarro on last night. I told you, I know, and I don't want to back what they call it backpedal PP pop. I'm not doing that. What I'm saying is, when you at war, you at war. You just have to fight. Ain't no backing out. You up there and you at war and you fight. And that's what I meant about the beef sector. I hated to see it crumble. I wanted us to continue to fight. However you have to fight. That's what y'all do here. That's what we come to see. People, what? Roast, gag, drag, and what else they call it? And the dozens. That's what black people used to do. They used to play the dozens. Remember? They used to call it Joneses back then. So we're good for that. And that's the entertainment part of it. When they do the reactions, that's the entertainment part of it. I was laughing when Sir King, me and Sir King had our thing, is done. When Sir King was actually mocking Nika. I was laughing when Reed did, because that's entertainment. That's humorous. That's fun to see people do that. That didn't mean I didn't like Nika or I took away from Nika. They were just doing their commentary, making mock of people. That's the entertainment, you guys. All this other shit is not the entertainment. Hold on. It's not the entertainment, right? So I enjoyed that, and that's what we're here for. And we're here to do the roast and the gagging. Now, I don't do it. I can't get down with it because I don't know how to do it. And I'm not gonna sit on here and cuss somebody out for hours and hours and yell and holler and stuff. That's just not my judge, right? So I don't do it. But I want you to continue. If you in war, fight. Fight. Just get out there and fight and do you. Now, somebody wrote a comment, and I respect this person. This person supports me. And she said, Bree, and I'm going to reference Bree, had said she was going to school and she was backing up, so it's not about being scared. She's not scared. She just want to do something different. Nothing is ever wrong with you wanting to better yourself. If you want to go to school, you're trying to further your education to become something better than what you are, make more money. You're trying to establish a family, a relationship with somebody, a loved one. That's what you're doing. We get all that. We get all that. Much respect. But all I'm saying is, if you guys been dragging, been gagging, been roasting, cussing folks out, why stop now? That's what the beef sector, y'all keep telling me that's what the beef sector is known for. And that's what people are over here to watch. No, we're not forcing nobody to fight. But I do remember this. I remember as a kid, I'll tell a story. I remember as a kid, my sister wore glasses and she had a crossed eye, right? And they got it clipped and fixed. And her glasses was thick. And every day in grammar school, these girls would beat my sister up and chase her home every day. And I would run home. I'm the youngest of my siblings. I would run home, and my mother worked nights to get my mother to tell them that they were beating on my sister. And so I would run home, and I did this for maybe a week. And my mother got fed up. She jumped out of that bed. And when my sister ran her ass home, my mother marched her back up to that school to fight them girls. And I remember my sister going in there just fighting, because she was so afraid of my mother. But they had backed my sister in that corner too many times that not only my sister came out swinging, my mother came out swinging. And she was just fighting, y'all. Glasses done fell off. She just fighting. She don't know who the hell she fighting. All she knew, she was better. She better have went out there and fight. My mother was sick of them chasing her home, pulling her hats off, taking her glasses, doing all kind of mean things to her just because she wore thick glasses, right? That's my sister. Diva will tell you that. And my sister kicked ass. Out of fear, she kicked ass. That's where I'm going. She came out there fighting. And we went to school the next day, and we never had that problem again, because my sister beat those bullies' ass, and my mother saw to it. It's the same here. Sometimes you have to come out swinging. And then if you choose to take a back seat, that's you. But I wouldn't put you on my team if I had to make a team to fight because you backing out. When you in war, you in war. And it looks like you are in war. That's all I was saying. So fight. Fight. Don't run. Fight. Stand here and fight. That's what you come to do all the time. You guys could cuss everybody out. Let me calm down. Let me just calm down. You know, I get a little excited. You could cuss everybody out and drag everybody else. But when somebody come after you, you guys want to back down. I don't like that. I don't like that. And then they say, Miss T, well, they not backing down. Good morning, everybody. Please don't get this wrong. Don't let it get to you, Miss T. I know it can be all. I thank you, baby. And no, it's not getting to me. And I'm not saying, Brianna, get out in there and fight. I'm just saying, don't let the beef sector fold up. That's all the message was about. You guys continue to do your thing. Continue to come out here and make your videos. You know, love on your supporters. Let your supporters show you love. Let them shower you with super chats, cash apps. Just do your thing. Get out there and fight. Fight the best way you know how to fight. Some people fight by being quiet. That's okay. I wasn't picking on Brie. I wasn't picking on Lady Nika. I didn't want my message to get misconstrued. All I was saying is we in a war. It looks like we in a war. Get out there and fight. Gird up your loins, put on your gear, and fight because you're in a war. That brings me to another story. You know, I always got some stories because if we live long enough, we all have experienced this, maybe in a different way. My granddaughter. Now, my grandkids are a little different. I just want to tell you, they're a little different. They are good kids. They go to school to learn. Their parents do real well with them. So they not happy. I mean, they not happy. I saw Mr. Williams. Happy Valentine's Day. Belated. They're not kids that get out there and pick with people. They go to school. They do well. You know, they do well in their activities. Their parents are wonderful people and they do well with their kids. So my oldest granddaughter, which is 17 now, who came over to visit me the other day, and she brought me a robe for Valentine's Day, you guys. And it's a gray robe. I already have a gray robe. But I was ever so grateful for the thought from my granddaughter, right? So it's a gray robe. So anywho, my granddaughter comes home one day and she's talking. I just happened to be over my son's house. And she's telling her parents that, you know, what happened in school and stuff. And she's not a fighter, right? She's not a fighter. What happened in school and these girls was bothering her and on the bus and and she didn't know she was in a fight. So what happened was the little girl must have approached my granddaughter and she must have gave her, you know, boom and knocked her down or whatever. And so when she was telling her parents, she was like, well, I didn't know, you know, I'm not in a fight. I don't like to fight. Please get those likes up, you guys. Please take a minute to get those lights up. Please, I'll go into just a brief pause to get the lights up. Okay? So everyone should have got those lights up, right? So my granddaughter is saying, well, I didn't know I was in a fight. So her mother said, what the H you don't mean? You know, you wasn't in a fight. If somebody put their hands on you, you hit them back, you know. And so now I'm mad because these people are picking with my grandchildren. So the hood in me comes out. Told you I'm not perfect. So I spent like maybe damn near half an hour telling my granddaughter, yeah, you was in the fight. If somebody put their MF hands on you and I'm just going into, you do this, you do that. And I'm showing my granddaughter, I said, as soon as they walk up to you, boom, if you know they coming at you and you better drag that B and da-da-da. I'm going haywire because I'm mad y'all messing with my baby and I know they good kids. So my granddaughter said, well, I just didn't know what I was in a fight. I never had a fight before. And the mother explained to her, you was in a fight. and you better hit back. And I said, you better hit back. I said, tomorrow I'm off. I own my own business. So I'm going to come up there. And soon you see that beat get off, I'm just going haywire because I'm furious that y'all messing with my granddaughter because I know she's a good kid and she don't know nothing about fighting. Well, make a long story short, my granddaughter did do just that. When they approached her again, she tagged their asses. Not only that, then we start having problems with her because then she was just, anytime somebody would say something to her, boom, she would react physically. So she was getting in trouble by then. But she stood her point. She stood on her ground after that. She didn't allow them to bully her, but they were bullying her. And I wanted to make sure you were in the fight, and this is what you do. So I was getting out there, yeah, you do. Then you grab her hair, and I don't care. You start kicking her. Once you get it, I'm just showing my granddaughter how to fight. And it was so funny. My family laughed at me because I was so into it, So I was really invested. And so that's how we are sometime here. Even though that's real life and this our virtual world, we get invested when we feel as though someone is being bullied or someone is picking on someone else. We feel like they should fight back. We're just like parents. Get them back. You better get out there and fight. And that's how I felt when I saw everything happening. I just felt like that the B sector should stand up and fight back. It was no harm. I'm not pushing anybody to fight. You can handle your business your way. But I'm just saying, if we in a fight, you can't run. You can't back up. You got to go full force and just get it over with and may the best man win. It's a fight, you guys. That's the truth. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. They got them before they got her. Yeah. And so, that's just the deal. That's how I looked at it. One must also ask if a person is even worth fighting, especially if they are criminals that play super dirty. Good point, potential exposed. Is some of it worth it? If we could just keep it on YouTube, if people would just go ahead and continue to make this fun again. I've been here for 3 years, maybe 3.5, and it used to be really fun. If we could just continue making it fun and not take this stuff off YouTube, we'll be just fine over here. But my point was, don't let the YouTube streets fold. The beef sector, not the YouTube streets, the beef sector. You still got fight in you. Just get out there and fight. But if it pours over to your real life, then you're doing the right thing, backing up. I wasn't talking about Bree or Lady Nico or Pizarro negatively. I was just doing my commentary on how I felt. Just like I told my granddaughter, get out there and fight. You win some, you lose some. But as long as you held your own and you fought back. Now, I can't tell you which way to fight back, okay? But just fight back. But I appreciate James telling me don't get set. Basically, he's telling me it's okay. Relax, Mz.T. I just didn't want to see my people walk away, looking cowardly. That's just the truth. I just made my commentary on it. Okay. Thanks for Diva. How we doing with those likes? It doesn't cost much. Hey, Aisha. And I know everybody don't like the way you do commentary, and because you have favorite people, most people don't want you to say anything about those people. I'm going to be truthful, and I try to be unbiased, right? I really come down here and try to be unbiased, and I respect everyone's opinion because we all have them. Somebody said they agree to disagree with me. Hey, that's one of my supporters. We good. It's okay. I like your perspective. You told me something I didn't know. A lot of people brought things to my attention that I didn't know because I don't always watch people. And I damn sure don't watch, hours and hours of panels and a platform. So they just brought that to my attention, and I said I should come down here and address it. I stand on what I say. We're the B sector over here. Some of us are just spectators. Some don't beef like me. I don't beef. I just deliver this commentary, but I do enjoy the drama. I do enjoy the drama. So that little troll who follows me around, you know who you are. You okay, baby? You thought more of me. I know who I am. I always come down here and say, I like the mess. Yes, in real life, adults who this app that you really don't know How we fighting over? Yeah, a YouTube. That's what I say. It's just YouTube. You know, just leave, the street people, leave the police out of it, leave the kids out of it, leave the deceased parents out. Just leave all that stuff. Stick to y'all dragging people weaves and their looks and their clothes and their houses. Just stick to that. You don't have to do all that extra. Go outside of YouTube. The fight is here, not in real life. Keep the fight here. Hey, BB Nice, thanks for joining me. Chosen One, thanks for joining me. If you guys think I'm wrong or you don't agree with me, it's okay. You're in a place where you can say, hey, Tiva, I don't agree with what you said. Or Miss T, did you know this? Or let me correct you. That's what I'm here for. I am a real adult. I don't get mad when people say things to me and say, block them, block them. They don't agree with me. I want you to disagree with me if you feel that I'm wrong. Now, let me go to this. Like I said, James and them are right. I ain't even talking about them. Some people are trying too hard to align with other people. And it's so sad because they are targeting certain people. And that's why I said we at war. It's not going to stop. Just get down here and do you. It's not going to stop. You can't run. You can't hide. You can't do nothing. The bullets and the missiles are coming at you, and you're going to have to fight. Unfortunately, you're going to have to fight. The damage is done. And that's what I'm saying. But some people are trying too hard, and we see them trying hard. And unfortunately, at the end of the day, most weak people in any type of war don't make it. They don't make it. They get dropped one way or the other. Even in real war, hey man, you can't even bat for me. You got to go. Don't try so hard. If they don't have beef with you, don't make beef with them. You trying too hard and you looking real stupid out here. Real stupid. And because I've addressed it before, just be you. Do your commentary. You don't have to pick beef. You're funny. Some people are just naturally funny. They don't have to pick beef. They don't have to side with people. But again, I guess people are building their alliances and they ready to go to war. And you guys may the best man win, because I'm going to sit back here and watch as long as it doesn't damage someone's real life. When you start messing with their real life, I bow out. I want to keep it right here on YouTube. I want y'all to keep doing your commentary, dragging and roasting each other, but leave it right here on YouTube. If you in jeopardy, and this is the serious point, if you in jeopardy, whether you're in jeopardy or not to lose something in real life, let it go. If you evolving, you're elevating, you want to do something different, do just that. But besides just giving up, don't give up. You're in war. You got to fight. I need y'all to get out there and fight. Hey, Miss T and all, just got here. I don't know who you waging war on, but I'm not waging war with anyone. I'm just saying we see something brewing. We see something brewing, and sometimes you just have to answer your opinion. You have the right to it. Thank you, Christy 5,000. I'm sorry. 58 likes out of 103. Come on, y'all. Let's get those likes up. We already know that we have other people doing commentary based on what you see. That's all I see. I see that we are at war to a certain extent. Triple red. And I just need us to get out there and do what we need to do. There's tea that has been dropped, but there's selective outrage in the tea that people want to report on. We don't have a news person to drop all the tea. I'm not a news person. I don't do that. Tracy, Fi Babe, and Miss Pizarro, all them deliver tea. Miss T don't do that, because I don't go around to all these people. I don't watch everybody. I'm just telling you from my observation what I seen. I think we just at war. And when I say we, not me. I mean some people in the beef sector. And some people say they go stand here and fight. You do that. Hi, daughter here. Thanks for joining. I so enjoy your commentary, Miss T, for real, so unbiased, just your thoughts and opinions, and I love it. Thank you. And you guys, I really do try to be unbiased, to be honest with you. I could really sit here and tell you some people I do commentary on, I just don't like them. I don't like them. I don't fool with them, but I want to be unbiased, and fair in my delivery of my commentary, because right is right, wrong is wrong. My opinion is just that, just like y'all, we all have one. I just have a platform. I come down here, I give my commentary, and I go to hell home. You know what I mean? After my show, I go to my real life. True supporters don't expect them to fight. Just show up and carry on with the regular scheduled program. Give us a place to go. If anyone else retreats, where do you go? Okay, well, you're right. So when we talk about fighting, Aisha, maybe you and I probably just looking at it in a different manner. I don't mean get out there and physically fight. I mean get out there and roast and drag and gag and all that stuff. Not docs, not talk about autistic kids, not talk about people with disabilities, not talk about dead people. Just get out there and roast and gag. Like, I'm sure someone could take this video, and you guys be real careful, content creators, using people videos. I don't care if they behind the screen, you just use them voice. I don't know how it works, but it's their intellectual property and you can get flagged for that and your channel can be snatched. So this is getting dirty. Just be careful delivering your commentary. I just mean I want them to get out there and roast and gag. I would really I would really love to see one side against the other and just see who wins. That's all. Just in fun. I don't want no real fight, no real beef. I don't want nobody really to get hurt. This is YouTube. It's just YouTube, y'all. We just here to have fun. You from Jersey, so I know y'all parents was like, I don't run when that shit comes down. That's all I'm saying. Like I told my granddaughter, she told me, you don't know you in a fight. You in a fight. Her mother said, you in a fight. And I said, you better fight. And I spent maybe a half hour showing my granddaughter how to fight. I swear to God, I'm telling y'all the truth. Diva would tell you, I spent probably a half an hour teaching my granddaughter how to fight. I really did. And that wasn't long ago, y'all. She's 17. That wasn't long ago. I would say maybe about 4 years ago. And I wasn't no young girl, but I was telling her, you better fight. And I'll be at that school bus. Your yaya will be at that school bus and you better not punk out. Because if you punk out, you're going to have to answer to me. So my granddaughter already knew. And it's sad, but I'm that type of grandma. You better get out there and hit back. Else your yaya, you know how her car look. You know she's standing out there watching. And the unfortunate thing, yes, I would like to broker peace, but all the time peace don't work. They wanted my granddaughter's ass. That's simple. This girl picked with all the time. They didn't like her, and I'm just, she's a very pretty girl. She's a very pretty girl. She got a lot going for her, and they wanted her head. And so I needed to have my granddaughter defend herself because I didn't want to see my granddaughter's head rolling on the ground. But they didn't bother. This is old mess. Just show up and allow us to carry on. Yeah, just show up. Show up. You get the gist. People from places like Ella might be able to run. Yeah. I just don't believe in that running and hiding. I don't believe allowing people to punk me into hiding. And that's what I see. It just looked like a lot of people here are getting punked. And I'm just going to call it for what it is. You guys may not like it. Spill it, boy. I hope I'm not. I just don't want to see people get punked. I don't like seeing people bullied. That's just something I don't like, Queen Diva, because there really isn't anything to fight. Many of us were not here during that era and don't care about that era at all. When I said that, Aisha, though, the first thing I heard a lot of people say, but you have to know the old history to know what's happening now and why this is taking place. Even though it was things done when we weren't here, because I wasn't here either, Aisha, people need to know the history. People feel like because we don't know the history, that we don't have knowledge of what's been really done. So we make, judgments, or we cast our opinion on things that we really don't know about. That's why I think the old history is important. At first I was like, I don't want to hear that shit. That's old. They good now. Why are we going back there? But the more I see and hear the history and watch videos and hear other people's commentary, I know what's going on. I know how we got here now. I know why we here now. And I know what we have to do. And again, when I say we, it don't have shit to do with Mz.Teavalocity. I'm talking about us collectively as the B sector, a whole. Okay. So me too. I feel like if the person not here, don't bring them back. Well, sometimes you have to. They say we have to watch the history. Troy gives the news too. Troy gives the news. Okay, he's not one. I hate to say, but he's not one that I watch. So true, Miss T. Just do yourself and keep positive. That life is good no matter what. And blessings come when you walk in faith. Yeah, we just gotta do a slander and defamation of character are punishable by law. Have a 5-year statute of limitation. Peep that. Thank you. Peep that too. Things could be done legally, you guys. I mean, things can be done legally, and it's best if it goes off YouTube or it gets too downright grimy and dirty and people's lives are in jeopardy, then perhaps you need to handle it legally. And with all the videos people make, remember, they can never go away. They're here for a lifetime. And when people who has knowledge, and that's what they professed in, going into these computers, getting the information, timestamps, date, and the trail, the little trail that we leave when we, the cookies, like they say up here, they'll get what they need. So don't think you can hide. So just walk lightly when you making threats on people or you indulging in real criminal activities. Walk lightly. You don't want to go to jail because, again, if you were ever prosecuted for something that you've done in the past and is familiar to what another crime being brought up against you and is familiar, they're going to be harder on you. Oh yeah. I don't like that either. I'm just saying, I declare war, Dell. Hashtag step off of me. Somebody keep bothering me named DL. Okay, I agree, but I still reserve my opinion to believe Bree has her own plan to handle any issue because it's her and not me. That's why I say I don't know. I'm not just saying Bree, y'all. Let's not just take. I'm just saying it looks like we in a war and you have to fight. Period. Period. You have to fight back. However you fight back. I never said how you fight back. The way you fight is your way. You just have to fight. However you handle, I'm back to my normal commentary. People fight dirty for me, and sometimes doxing is the only way you could win. How can you win, daughter, here? How does doxing make you win? How does that, because you said that, and people say that too. I was always small for my age, so people tried to bully me. I am a fighter. Laugh a lot. Well, Diva tell you, I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter. One is using their military training to strategize. Yes, that is tragic. That's the same one that we paid to protect us in war would come home and go against another civilian. Integrity is gone. They better not touch mine either. Ed Donna, I see what you're saying. I think each of them has a fight in the way she approaches them and their strategy. You tell them true. I guess I tell you for me. You guys, I guess, hey, Kim, thanks for joining me at work listening. I appreciate that. Aisha, no, you got to be there. There's a reason. If anything, there's been a lot of confirmation or actions that were brought out here and caused people personal things. That's why they having their own conversation. Mine better not lose Lash or Nell or I'm on and popping. I know my granddaughter is doing well or she's about to go to college, so. Right. I get that. Aisha's saying the history don't change what she feel about the person. No, and I don't think the history is going to change, because we all have a past. And I always say this, we all have skeletons in our closet. And we don't want people to know about our past. But I always say my past is my past. So what you say about my past is not going to affect me because this is my now. This is my present. This is me going towards my future. I left that in the past, and I know that's what they're saying. However, again, I'm not going to change on what I said. Get your ass out there and fight. Get out there and fight. However you fight, just fight back. I'm not saying you have to get on here and scrap and all that. I don't care how you fight back. Fight back. Don't let nobody back you in the corner. Don't let nobody bully you. Don't make nobody make you run and cower, tuck your tail and get to run. Don't make nobody shut you down. Do what you've been doing. We enjoy each and every commentator that we watch here for whatever reason. James for the cleanup, right? Everybody run to James for the cleanup. That's what we know James by. Kwani for the dragon and peeping people out when she get cussing you out, right? Bree for doing her little petty thing, the Pettyville. She called it the Pettyville. We watch Pizarro for the loud and the round and the drama and the invite everybody in to cuss everybody and that's what we watch. That's what they gave us. Lady Nika, she positive, and then she get down there. What she say? She woo bang. All I'm saying is just get out there and fight. Whatever way you fight, just fight. Okay, that's all I'm saying. She has the space like people in Idol to play and run or whatever they want to care about. It's strategy. I don't know. Hi, Jerry Goodwin. Thanks for joining me this morning. Ray Black, hey, baby. So you guys, I'm going to drop this link. And if you could come up here and tell me, because like I said, I might not always be right because I don't watch these people day in and day out. I know some of you all are staunch supporters of Breeze, of James, of Mines, of the lady in Virginia. You got the one over there with the cruise ship. Now they trying to take her cruise from her. So I know you all be all around. I don't. So if I'm wrong, just correct me. I don't mind being corrected. Gwen, let me read some of these. I want to know the people I'm interacting with from past to present, especially if I'm visiting their chat on a daily basis. And then let me decide if I want to continue to visit their room. Okay, very good. And to be clear, I'm not going to abandon Bree regardless of what she chooses. I'm not me either. Whatever choice she make, she's going to do Bree. She knows what she want to do. Hey, if we support her, we still go support her. That's what I'm saying. We still go support her. So the history is not really moving anything. TC, for me, it doesn't matter because I don't know the history. I don't care to hear the history. After I've learned someone for myself, the history doesn't matter to me. We all have history. That's them. Daughter here. I agree. I think I read everyone don't understand all these new internet charges that have been set in place since 2020, harassment and bullying. I don't think they read that, but they are really sticklers with that now. And all I'm saying is you guys better be careful because you could talk. Oh, this is you. Hold on, y'all. Let me just hit this. I got a visitor back here. That's you, baby. Hey, Aisha.
Hey, Miss T, how you doing?
Hey, baby. I'm doing well. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me. So I want to be clear when I say true supporters don't want to see you fight. What I mean by that is we'll show up for whatever you open up for. Okay. Just show up. And so that's I get that because I don't know the history that this may be personal for some and it may be hard to just show up, but you got several people like myself that looks forward to going to certain places every day, and then those places aren't open. Just show up, and your supporters are gonna be there.
Don't leave us. Right.
Exactly, because at this point, where do we go? Like yesterday, I just looking at I'll give yesterday in my rundown. There was a lot of mess that happened yesterday. That had other locations been open, I probably wouldn't have even seen because I would have been where I would normally be, if that makes sense. And so I get what you're saying about don't. You said don't. What did you say? Don't cower down or don't. Right. And that's what you don't want to. Just show up. Go on with your regular scheduled program. Don't let anyone disrupt you in what you do to that extent, to that degree, where you've built something and you've built something strong. You have a strong foundation, and then somebody can come through like this and just tear it up. And I'm frustrated with it. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not, because you have people that say, well, be careful, don't say this, be quiet. I'm 45 years old. I'm not finna tiptoe around YouTube. I'm not finna watch what I say. I'm gonna speak the same way I've been speaking. I'm gonna be open-minded the way I've always been open-minded. I'm not my mama at the cemetery.
Right.
Ain't nobody finna tell me what I can and cannot say, where I can and cannot go. Like, this is so freaking childish to me. I'm
It
like,
is. It's
what are
crazy.
we doing?
That's what I say. So now we just go dry up. We go dry up and stop everything. But then Lady Nika made it clear, and then someone in here is making it clear, and I think you made it clear that Bree had already decided that she was going to school in February. So it's February. Lady Nika had said she's not going anywhere. She gonna continue to deliver her commentary. So perhaps no one is going anywhere, but it just appeared to me like everybody was backing down, right? At one point. So you was drying up the little sector that we know. You're right. People gonna come regardless of the commentary because we like them as commentators,
It's
right?
who they are. Exactly. Yep. And then even for history, like I think it was TC said that now I don't need to hear the history. And here's why. And I'm just not going to even use YouTube. We all have a past. It's called growth. It's called evolving. Words get twisted up all the time. So can I? Is this an opportunity for me to just say what I want to say, or am I restricted in saying what I want to say?
You're not restricted. Long as you're respectful, baby, you can always say anything.
Okay, let's be clear. I want to be very clear about the Lady Nika, the James,
go ahead,
and the Sean situation.
Just
so I can tell you what I heard, because I see people here. Everybody hears differently. Here's what I heard. Two things, even with the Shelly. Here's what I heard. With Shelly, I heard that Lady Nika did not give her the pictures, but she did tell VS, hey, them pictures over there on Facebook, since she put your kids' pictures up, but she didn't give it to
that too.
Okay. With James, here's what I heard. I didn't hear Lady Nika say he molested his kids. That's not what I heard. I heard Lady Nika said, I did not dispute it. They asked me and I said, yeah, I've heard that too. But she didn't say it was true. So people hear what they want to hear.
I never heard that too. I'm like you. I'm following you with that one.
So I'm going off of what I heard. But because you already have feelings and preconceived notions about people, you kind of, my grandmama used to say, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. Because and even last night my friend said, are you gonna believe the camera, or are you gonna believe your lying eyes? And I had to think about that. He said his mama used to say that all the time, but the lying eye, because our eyes can play tricks on us too. Like, you gotta be, when people start playing mind games with you, you gotta know how, one, that your mind being F with, if I'm not gonna say the word, but you gotta know that.
You gotta
know that, so that you can think clearly for yourself. Otherwise, you can easily be persuaded. And then lastly, I don't need to know history, because again, history for me, anything that happened before September 2020, really October 2020 when I came over here, it's not my business. But guess what? I got 2021, the end of 2020, 2021, all of 2022, start 23. Whatever relationship I formed with anybody within that time, what do I look like letting something that happened in 2016, 15, 14 make me look at them like, ugh, I don't, no, I don't, no, right. That's not genuine.
Right. It's not going to change us. It's not going to change who we support. Whatever happened in the past, but it is important somewhat for me that we do know the past, because we are looking at people a certain way. Not the fact that it's going to change. We're going to still support them because we like who they are now. See, we like who they are in the present, but it's okay for people also to show us the past. So we really just know what's going on in its totality, but it doesn't take away from we like the person for who they are now, right? I got you, Aisha.
Exactly. And then, even if I may, even with VS,
then let TC
all I have is myths and I call it legends that people say about her, because I had never seen her until she came out on her own. Literally, for me, I wasn't going to go off for anything anybody said. I wanted to get to know that lady for myself. So had I dropped down in her chat? Absolutely not. Had I been watching her? Absolutely. Because Aisha likes to learn people for herself. But even now with that, I'm looking at it like, no, I don't want to be involved with that type of mess. So now I know which way to go, simply on how she came out. She didn't even give herself a fair chance to be seen. Well, maybe she did. Maybe that's who she is.
Hold on, baby. Hold up 1 minute, because I got to know this person, because I've never seen this person on camera. So give me a minute, y'all. Just give me a minute. Just a minute. I think that's her. TC, that's you? Because my hand on the trigger.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
baby,
Can you hear me?
Yes. Aisha
okay,
was
real quick.
Aisha, give her a minute.
Oh, she fine. Hey, TC, I'm on mute.
Hey, Aisha. Okay, I was, and I gotta talk real quick because I gotta get to a meeting.
Ahead,
but I agree with what you. Okay, I agree with your point, Aisha. I get it because you was not here. A lot of us was, and we know a lot of stuff. Now, the thing is, even though we all knew what we all knew what Lady Nika and all them were about, because that's the part that's gagging me, is that we already knew. But the thing is, all of this is coming out because one person is saying, well, I wasn't the only one. I wasn't the only one. But that was your channel, though, regardless. That was your channel. So if you're going to bring out the history, what everybody else was doing, you were still involved in everything that everyone else was doing. So it still falls back on you, to me. That's my opinion, because if you were really sincere about all of this stuff, you would have came out and said, you know what? All of us did this. I was the face, but we were all involved, but all of us who was here already knew about that, though. We already knew who was involved. Everybody knew how. Nika wasn't lying on this part. Nika was not lying. She was treacherous. Nika was treacherous. But Brianna was involved in stuff. And that's not saying that now we're trying to discredit what they've done since then. However, if you do not confront what you actually did, in that, you'll have people like her come out and expose stuff that really could be minute in nature, but because you never confronted the person that you did certain things with or at or to, it seems like this big thing. So I get it because you wasn't here, but it did affect a lot of people's personal lives. Like, things was affected. People got CPS called on them. Things happened. And so that's why there's such vitriol on certain parts, because it's like, look, I understand you wasn't here and you don't care. But at that time, Nika and them was on one. And so people who felt that wrath is like, hey, this is why this happened, because the confirmation of what happened when there was bits and pieces is now coming together. So it's making people relive the story again. That's all. Now, if it doesn't matter who fights who and how they fight, and that's cool. I don't care how you fight. Just I'm one that don't believe in letting somebody hold anything against you, especially chick that's virtual. You're not about to hold me to the BS that all of us was involved in, and you coming out here like, well, it wasn't just me. We know it wasn't just you. Actually, the one person that should go off on everybody is Chopper, because I thought, and like a lot of people thought, it was all just Chopper doing it, and coming to find out it wasn't. So that's, if anybody got the right to go off, it should be him, because everybody blamed him. Take it back, like the person say, take back your power, get your account, everything you did, atone for it. Everybody you got to apologize to him. Take all that power from that person. That way you don't have to worry about it. And if people going to walk away from you because the truth has finally came out, well, guess what? That's what the truth's supposed to do. The truth divides. So it's going to happen. That's the whole point. Truth ain't cute. Truth ain't pretty, especially when the truth is being exposed. So if the truth is being exposed, let the truth happen. Let it come on out. Everybody who going to walk, and you're going to be all right later. Period. If there's going to be fractured friendships, oh well, now you know what's going to happen. You got to eat that. And the more importantly, you have to confront yourself on what you did. Sometimes I think people don't want to confront themselves because there's layers to what happened. It's not just, well, I'm saying sorry for this. That one thing happened for something else that happened for something else. So there's going to be layers. And you got to fight yourself to say, you know what, I'm going to have to just take this L. And I'm going to have to walk through it. But I'd be damned if I let somebody else hold that shit over me, especially somebody virtual. I'd be damned. So that's all I got to say. I got to leave. But y'all have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Well
See you later.
Have a good day.
Have a
Have a
good
good
one,
day, dear.
TC.
Mhm.
Go ahead, TCHBC Queen. You was next.
Mhm.
Hello.
Yes. Good morning. Good morning. How
Morning,
you
baby.
doing?
Good
Good
morning.
morning, Mr. Will. Good morning, Aisha.
Good morning.
Good
And
morning,
good
dear.
morning, of course, Mz.Teavalocity. Good morning
Thank
to the
you.
chat.
Thank you. Good
This
morning.
is TCHBCU Queen talking.
Mm-hmm.
That was TC talking. I
Mm-hmm.
want to make mention of that because there's 3 TCs in this sector. And oftentimes I get called about, different things. And I just wanted to make that very clear that this is TCHBCU Queen talking.
Okay, Queen.
And I just wanted to say, I wanted to speak towards one thing and one thing only, Mz.Teavalocity,
Go ahead,
and
baby.
that is the law.
Okay.
Okay? And that finally, and I said this 2 years ago, I knew that the pandemic was not just the pandemic, but it
Mm-hmm.
was a means in which to stop everything and to be able to get the technology and the law have to finally meet up.
Mm-hmm.
Technology had gotten before the law. And so there were no laws on the books about cyber anything.
Thank you. Right.
Since the pandemic, folks have been Zooming. Your elected
Mm-hmm.
officials have been Zooming. Your
Yep.
legislatures have been Zooming.
Mm-hmm.
Judges have been Zooming. And they have been watching folk here.
Okay.
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 They have models and they have a blueprint
Exactly.
that
I
they're
don't
using.
Uh-huh.
And there are now laws that are clear on the book for
Mm-hmm.
cyber harassment, cyber bullying, cyber stalking, and there are some new terms that have come out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason why, Google, YouTube because they have to also be responsible as well.
Responsible. Right. Right.
Okay,
They own the
they are
platform.
too. They are
Mhm.
responsible for allowing certain things to continue, because YouTube and Google have allowed some things as well. And now instead of state to state, you do not need an address, so nobody's going around serving you here and serving you there. If you have a
That's true.
YouTube channel, they find you
Yep.
through your YouTube channel. It's just as simple as that.
Let me ask you a question. DJ, hold on, Will.
Yeah,
Because
go ahead,
in
dear.
reference to all this, do you find that, and this is just your honest opinion, do you find that content creators are being bullied or harassed? In this, I'm talking about with all this going on, baby. Not
Mm.
everything else, just this. Do you believe that there are content creators who are being bullied and harassed and that criminal activities are being done?
Okay. So I'm not a content creator.
Yeah.
However, in my observation, I'm not one that likes to use that word bullying because as a grown person, I don't believe we can be bullied. Um, I just think that people may step to us and we just have to step back to them in the way in which we know how. Some people don't know how. I, I can't vouch for that. Cyber harassment. There's
Let's
definitely
do that.
harassment.
All right. Okay. You
There
said
is
harassment,
definitely stalking happening.
stalking happening. I'm just
Now,
keeping.
cyberbullying, I would put that more towards the people who are underage. Okay,
Okay.
underage
Okay.
folks. Now,
Okay.
there is harassment and, of course, stalking that has occurred. But
Okay.
there's also some things like slander,
Okay. Yep.
defamation of character,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and all of these recording laws.
Yep.
Now, just for the record, folks, if that has happened, here's what you have to know. If you don't know, if you don't know that somebody's been recording you or whatever, there are laws for that. And there's
Mm-hmm.
statutes of limitations to that.
Okay.
Okay. So people just be mindful and check the laws out. That's why Google and YouTube have changed some of some of their laws and policies
Mm-hmm.
the same way that there's laws on the book. Check your attorney general in your state. very, very interesting how things are getting ready to pan itself out. After 2023, it's on and popping. So
Okay.
I'm telling you right
Okay.
now, for those who have infractions or have infracted, it's getting ready to go down. Because
Okay.
2024, it doesn't matter your race, it doesn't matter your gender, it doesn't matter your sexual orientation. There will be no protected class, none of that, because
I
these laws, there
you
will be none.
I
Those
don't
things
think it will. Okay.
those
So
things. Oh,
mhm,
they're talking about it now.
mhm,
Ooh.
mhm,
So watch your elected officials.
mhm,
I know people are watching people here, but
mhm,
watch your elected officials
mhm.
because there are laws that are going down as we speak, depending on who. And I'm talking about local laws because the federal laws are one thing. I'm talking about your local municipalities. Watch yourselves.
I know they
Content.
changed a lot of things. I know
Yeah.
because of stuff that was taking place and Google was being held responsible. And remember, this is their business. We're
Oh,
just, huh?
I said, oh, yep.
This is their business. And I would always tell you guys this, and please catch the gym or catch whatever you want when I tell you they
Yes.
are not going down for us. They
Nope.
are not losing nothing for us. They may let us do what we want to do. Just come on, be for real. But at the end of the day, they gonna protect them. And so when they see all this foolishness going on, they may pay you for advertisement, and advertisers are pulling out because of
Yes.
stuff that's being taken place. So they're not gonna lose nothing for us, you guys. Just keep that in
Hmm.
mind. So we need to just keep it on here, leave the harassment, leave the stalking, leave the bullying. I know you don't like using the term bullies, but adults can be bullied. That's me. You're agreed to disagree, right? Type thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
So,
I got you.
that's it.
Yeah.
Um,
But that's all I wanted. That's what I wanted to
but
say.
thank
And I
you
just
so much.
Yes, I wanted to say that. And to Mr. Will, one last thing, y'all. To Mr. Will, I love you. And me and Mr. Will, we have a little thing going on. Called me and Mrs. Jones. That's right.
Ooh.
Because Mr. Will knows I have an investigation with the Kansas City Chiefs because they are under investigation because the Philadelphia, which is the first capital of the United States of America until the republic for which it stands, is getting
Mm,
ready to get
girl.
that trophy, the Vince Lombardi trophy back by any
Ah,
means, and I mean by any means necessary. But I don't care. I still love Mr. Will. DJ Will is my boo, and I don't care. So there we have it. And I love y'all, and I'm getting ready to bounce out. Miss T Velocity, Aisha, love you two sisters. Mr.
Love
Will,
you too,
me and
TC.
you.
You
And
too.
and I
Yes.
put in the chat, just so you know, Miss T Velocity, I put in there when me and Mr. Will were dialoguing, I said, I blame Sean Bradley and VS for the loss
She
of
said,
for Philadelphia losing. Because I think that
okay.
they talk to the corporate people because in in the beefing sector, we blame Sean Bradley and VS for
Might as
everything.
well. We might as well
I'm
just
blaming
blame
them
it
for
for
that
them, right?
too. Yeah,
I hear you.
daggone right. I'm just
I hear
I'm
you.
just joking, y'all. This
I
is
was about to
yes,
TC.
say you better
this is.
watch out because that's Faye Yaya's baby daddy. Come on, Faye
Uh
Yaya.
oh, uh oh.
Daddy.
Well, this is TCHBCU Queen TV logging off. Love all of you. Just
Love you,
remember
darling.
the law. Thank you, Mr. Will. All
Thank
right,
you.
Aisha.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Peace.
Let's
Oh
go, DJ
my.
Will. What's happening?
Well, honey, I'm listening. I listen to TC, and she's right, and you're right too. Things are going to change on YouTube. Let's face it.
Mhm,
The laws are going to be rearranged to where all this doxing and putting people's information out there like that, it's gonna cause people to be in a lot of trouble, a lot of trouble. But one thing I want to say, and one thing I have noticed, is that even the music, allowing the music to be played on YouTube,
mhm,
has people noticed that a lot of my videos have gone through that during the earlier times, it would be cut off.
mhm,
What they're doing now, when I get my analytics back and stuff, they let
mhm,
me know that there's certain countries that they're not allowing this music to be played in. But it just so happens that the United States is not one of them because they believe in free enterprise and speech. And I also know that there are going to be some advertisers that like what I'm doing per se. So they tell me it doesn't affect my channel, but they're blocked in certain countries. These countries these countries I'm not
But
going to name because sometimes they'll block one and they won't block the other. It depends on the song, it depends on the songwriter, and it depends on the person that owns the
was
copyrights
there,
to that song. Right. And for me to be, and I noticed because I talk to people on YouTube, and they honestly tell you that striking people unnecessary, lying about that they own the rights to a song and find out they don't own
That
those
happened to
rights.
me. That happened to me. They didn't strike
See,
me, but I got warnings. But I
got
went there and I
warnings.
appealed it, and they
Right.
released it immediately. Because if you appeal it, in most cases, if it's not the artist coming at
If it's
you,
not the artist coming
or
at you,
that
right?
management company, somebody remade it, they, then they allowed to go through because they keep getting me for my that's why I changed intros too, because they keep getting me for my intro.
Right.
And I keep having to appeal it, but it turns right around giving me the intro back, and take it away. It's not a strike, it's just a warning that something that is copyrighted music, but it's not. So
right. And it doesn't affect your
but you
channel,
can
they
pay
say.
for that. It does. A lot of people who play music here, they are paying for it. You can pay an artist, or I don't know, a music company, TRX probably know more if he's still here. But you could pay them, and they would allow you to use that music for so many usages. I don't know, but I know you can pay for like to use some people music, and some artists just won't allow it, period.
Right. I know what I have to do now. I have to go get a license, number one, from the state, number one, for playing music, because you have to have a license to even go in a bar and play what they call cover music. See what I'm saying? You have to have a license for that. That license is going to cost me like $250. Then I have to also become a YouTube content creator member, with YouTube, and that's going to cost money. So in the meantime, I'm working up on that. But like I said, like I tell everybody, I do this because I enjoy doing it. I enjoy having somewhere where people can go and listen to something that brings back good memories or good thoughts, and they have fun in the chat. There's none of that cursing and calling each other names and did you hear about
Thank you for
so-and-so,
joining me.
so-and-so? And I thank the people for coming up listening. I try to, I do have over 1,000 subscribers, and I want to thank all those that helped me get to that point, even though, my music is copyrighted. But I thank all of those that's gotten me to that point and have stuck with me throughout my ordeal. And like you said, if we get tired of stuff, we can turn it off. And I'm not going to knock any content creator or say anything too negative, except when I disagree about men talking about women on this platform. And I really don't try to get in between the women, because I know we're all teeth and tongue fall out. But are we going to pull out our teeth every time we bite our tongue? No, we can't do that. So we have to go into this world with an open mind. And the older I have gotten, the more I see some people you can change, some people will never change. And like I said before, the past is the past, like you say. If you want to bring it up positively. Tell the people about the mistakes you made doing those kind of things. Don't be trying to hold people hostage because they rode along with you. Just because we robbed a bank together doesn't make it seem that I was better than you. We both got caught.
You both got caught. I agree, Mr. Williams. I agree. But if you look in the chat, YouTube Studio has a library of music that's not that bad. There's ways to get your music through, and we can support you because we have a good time over there. So we will continue to support you too. You guys, Mr. Williams, DJ Will now is DJ Will.
Yeah.
It's DJ Will.
They
I'm gonna
made
get.
me. They made me change my name.
Did they? Okay, well, we gotta support DJ Will. I truly appreciate everyone, when they join me and when they engage. A lot of times, like I say, I don't watch everyone's video. I don't ever really want someone to get hurt. Now, it's people on here that I don't care for, and I want to be honest. I want to be honest because I think sometimes we tiptoe around stuff because we like certain people and we're drawn to that person, so we never want to see anything happen to them. I get it, but it's people on here that have done things that just have to pay the piper, point blank, period. And that's where I'm gonna leave it at. And I'm not gonna change my stance on that because I always say every seed you sow, you shall reap, good, bad, or indifferent.
Indifference.
Karma will come back to get you. And whether we like it or not, I'm gonna let you go, Aisha. Give me a minute. It
Oh
could
no,
be,
I was just agreeing with you. That's Bible. That's universe. Yeah.
and
Yes.
that's the universe, and we have to be honest, whether we like a person or not. Sometimes it appears like people do things conveniently when they know that the heat is coming. That's all I'm going to say too. I'm not talking about any particular person. I'm just talking about in life. Like I said, if you know a flood is coming, perfect example here. I go with a damn story. We was having a flood. We had warning after warning after warning. My husband and I knew they was running commercials. Get your flood insurance. A flood is coming. A flood is coming. My husband refused to move. He didn't leave. People was leaving, going to a higher plane so they don't get caught in the flood. He made us stay there basically the whole time. And finally, the flood hit and caused all sorts of damage in hell, destroyed houses, destroyed, cattle. It was just horrific. I had never seen water damage that much. And I'm saying that to say this. Sometime when you know something is coming, you move out its way. And sometimes you stay. And that's what I gather from this, what's going on. I can't tell people how to fight, just fight. Whatever you do, you move in silence. A lot of times it's better to just move in silence. You don't have to come in and tell everyone what your plans are. Just move in silence. But if there's a warning coming and you warning me, and I know the warning is there, it's for me to take heed in any type of way, to get shelter in any type of way. And we didn't, and our house got destroyed. That's just about because we didn't
But
take heed to the warning.
but by the grace of God, you are still here.
Oh
That
yeah, but
that
I
house
mean,
that house was materialistic. It didn't matter. Long as you
right,
are still
exactly.
standing,
Thank
you're the
God.
one still standing. You and him were the one still standing. And that's
Mm-hmm.
my point, people. No
Mm-hmm.
matter what
So
goes
we
on with,
still here.
long as
We
you're
still
still
here.
here, because there's a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
even on our YouTube platforms, that have left us and went on beyond places that we know nothing about.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to live life to the fullest. And I don't mean when we say the fullest now, it seems like on YouTube it's to get on here and harm people and degrade them and talk about even their sexual orientation. That's wrong. To me, that's wrong. But if that's the way life is, that's the way life is. But God will put an end to everything. Like you say, you reap what you sow. And
Exactly.
I love having fun. I got twins coming on the way, and
Exactly. Congratulations. Somebody made a point here. Amen. Thank God for his grace and mercy. Thank
yes,
Yes.
God for his
yes.
grace and mercy.
Thank you.
And thank God that he holds us accountable. Now we held accountable, but he allowed us to get it right. And this too will wrap it up in a positive way. We are given the opportunity to get it right. Get it right. That's
Mm,
all. You don't
yeah.
have to prove anything to anyone. You are who you are. And as long as you know who you are and you are what? Unapologetically you,
Yes.
you can get it right. Don't
And
have don't allow anyone to force you to do anything you don't want to do.
Can I add a caveat to that, Miss
Go
T?
ahead, my girl.
The caveat to that is let's keep in mind, because again, I'm going from 2020, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep in mind, and this is for those who are allegedly or supposedly being exposed. You've already done the work. you've already made change. People have already seen changes in you. That's how so many relationships were able to be
Form.
restored and formed again.
Yep.
And what has happened is the person who did not get a resolve, the person who did not feel as if they were
Right.
what's the word?
Atoned.
Atoned, they're coming back to dig up everything that has already been done. And so for me, I just think everybody needs to pay attention to that. For 2 years, 3 years, however many years, there has been peace. And now there's all of this disruption. So don't think the work that you've done previously, just because it's been ruffled up a little bit, your soil has been tilled a little bit, that you hadn't changed. A change has been made, because there's no way that your foundation could be as solid as it is if it had not been changed. You got to trust your work. You got to trust your process, and you got to trust that you build a solid foundation, and just show up.
Yeah. And even though we might not support everybody, those that we do support, we should still be in that corner with them, because they bring us the joy and the laughter we want to hear. When I heard about Duchess Kelly Love yesterday, I hated that. But again,
I don't watch him, so I don't know.
I know.
Don't support him.
Well, he got demonetized again. But
oh wow.
you have to do things to keep yourself from being demonetized. You know what YouTube don't want. You know what Google don't like. But if you can't continue doing it, they're starting with the small little stuff, by the things we say and the things we talk about. That's small to us, but sooner or later it's going to get bigger and bigger. And doxing people and putting their portraits and photographs up on these YouTube streets for everybody to look at, that's going to cease and desist real quick. That's going to but
sorry, go ahead, Mr. Williams.
Fighting, there's a way to fight. And the best way to fight is to keep God in your heart and let him know, God, guide me that I don't do the wrong thing on here. Guide me to let me know that I'm not trying to hurt anyone. I'm just trying to give them something that they could use, wisdom and a knowledge that, hey, we all are human beings. We're all going to make mistakes.
I want to ask Aisha this. Oh God, help.
Yes, ma'am.
Miss T, how do you say this? I'm talking to Miss T. How do you say this without sounding judgmental? Because people always think you're judgmental. So how do you say this? Okay, cool.
I am one person that don't think you're judgmental.
No. I'm talking to myself. Having to talk with self. It was out loud, right? Sorry, I'm not on mute. I find it just. Oh shit. Okay, just let it out, Miss T. I find it very difficult. I tend try. I try not to mix God in mess, because I do believe in my heart of heart, guys don't make. He doesn't.
He's not the author of confusion.
He's not the author of confusion, and he's not mixed in this mess. And when people throw God in, and after you've done all this stuff, and I know God is a forgiving God, but you continue to do these things, and then you preach about God. Where is the confusion? What that bothers me so much. How can you really be connected to a higher power, and you do some of the things you do, and then you want to call God Abba Father after you done destroyed people's lives, after you continue to I'm just having a hard time connecting. Please help me out, Aisha, because I'm serious. I don't want to be judgmental, because I know I'm down here doing this mess, watching this mess. But I always say to myself, I will never go so low, because I know God is watching me. And I can't say that God is satisfied when I drag somebody, when I talk about somebody's children, when I dox somebody, when I try to bring harm to somebody. I'm just so confused. It's just like, are these people serving two masters? Are these people really knowing God? I don't want to be judgmental, though. Help me out.
What it is their relationship may not be the same as your relationship.
Okay.
Their interaction may not be the same as your interaction, but it doesn't mean that they don't believe. It just
Right.
may it they just may not have that type of relationship, because people say to me all the time, and I find it funny. People would, when I first came over here, she's holier than thou. She's this. I never said I didn't cuss.
Right.
I always
Mm-hmm.
said I ain't no killer, but don't push me. I've always
Mm-hmm.
been very clear about who I am. Very clear
Mm-hmm.
about who I am. But
Mm-hmm.
people always put this perfect thing
I
on me, and
know.
that wasn't me. I never portrayed myself to be that. They portrayed me to be that way.
Look.
So the key for me is, Aisha has always had her own personal compass. Certain
Mm-hmm.
things I'm just not going to do. Certain
Why?
things I'm just
Why?
not going, because it's me. I got to go to bed with me. I got to wake up to me. I got to look at me. So I'm not here to, like, when it comes to talking about people's children,
Mm-hmm.
that goes against the very fiber of my being.
Yeah, I
I'm
Amen.
not
can't
going to
do
let YouTube strip me of me, if that
it.
makes sense. Some
Mm-hmm.
people don't have a threshold. Some
Mm-hmm.
people, like somebody said, I think they used the Michelle Obama reference. They was like, well, Michelle Obama say when people go low, go high. Well, I go to hell. No, I ain't going to hell. That's where I check myself and be like, you know what? Let me go pray. Let me, because I've literally cussed somebody. I'm gonna tell you who it was. That day I cussed diving out. I meant every word I said. But immediately afterwards, guess who was convicted? Aisha.
You. Oh yeah.
You
Aisha had to
Aisha.
deal with
Right.
Aisha.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to come back
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
say, I meant what I said. And before I take
Mm-hmm.
it away, I add to it, but I don't want her to die. I didn't
Right.
mean that. And
Oh.
I didn't say go die.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh.
said you call up on the rock and die if you want to. I don't care. But I didn't
Mm-hmm.
mean that.
I
So I
know
had
what
to
you're
take that
saying.
back out of the atmosphere. Do you get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So I try not to let nobody get me that angry. There's
Mm-hmm.
one person that I cannot stand on this app, and everybody know it's Kimmy. It's F Kimmy to the end of time. But guess what? I don't want nothing bad to happen to her. I don't want her to
No.
lose her life. I want her, if God can extend her grace and get her to where she wants to be, I'd love to see that. I ain't gonna follow her. I ain't gonna be friends. I ain't gonna be chummy. I'm gonna keep it real. But I don't want to see nobody on here hurt, destitute, without. I don't have that in me.
Mm-hmm.
I truly don't have that in me. So I don't know. And God, even with this, I like what Purple said. My grandma used to say this: the chickens have come home to roost. Yeah, they have. But guess what? Even in this, there is still so much we can learn. There's so much we can grow from. Guess what? If even any relationship that's broke up now, and I think TC said it, any friend, because the truth is going to cause people to fall back. If people falling back, it wasn't meant to be. Pick it up, keep moving. You can't cry over spilled milk. You just got to clean it up and go on.
Amen. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to clean it up and go on. So I don't know, but God
Connie is
ain't in.
saying
I
why.
will say God ain't in this though. You know what I'm saying? He is
No,
not the
he's
Yeah, I
author
not.
of
don't
But
think
confusion.
he in this mess.
He
I
is
really
not the
don't.
author
no,
of
he's not in
confusion.
no mess. But me as an older gentleman, and I'm a lot older than a lot of people here that are on my platform that come listen to me. I realized that if it wasn't for that higher authority, that higher being, I wouldn't be able to be here right now to do what I'm doing today. You know,
Mm-hmm.
somebody had to wake me up this morning. So why couldn't it
Mm-hmm.
be? And I'm not saying I know God personally, no, but I know there is a higher power out there. And
Mm-hmm.
right now we're at war spiritually with ourselves. I had to get a lot of things out of my mind and my heart from out of my, I'll be 73 if he's willing, of living. Said these 72 years, I had to get a lot of evilness out of my heart in
Mm-hmm.
order to be at peace where I'm at right now today.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Miss T,
Go
can I
ahead,
answer
Tissa.
Quani?
Yeah.
Because Quani said, why sit in the chat and watch? Well,
Yeah.
every time I'm sitting in the chat, no one is doxing. Every time I'm sitting in the chat, nobody is roasting and gagging. That's not all the beef sector is about. We've had plenty great conversations in the beef sector. Just last night in Mother's chat, that for me, that was a great
I
conversation.
missed that. I got to go
yeah, I
back and
It
missed
watch
was
that
a
it.
too.
great
Hopefully it was
conversation.
on.
So there's more than just beefing, roasting, and gagging that happens in the beef sector.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always said this. I don't know if you remember me saying this, Miss T, but from the first time, come on, I've always said this. The beef sector has some of the most
Oh
smartest,
yeah. Oh
Yeah,
spiritually
yeah.
connected
you have
Oh
people
said
yeah.
it.
in here. We are
Oh
human.
yeah.
None of us are above human level. We are what is it called?
Right. Oh
We are
yeah.
spiritual beings having
Mhm.
a natural experience. The flesh wants
Mhm.
what the flesh wants. So
Right.
yes, we
Right.
here for the mess. We ain't nobody perfect.
Right.
But when it gets gutter, Aisha tiptoes out, and I come back when it ain't. And I got that right. In the words of James,
Yep.
he says it's his Pennsylvania privilege. That's my
Pennsylvania.
Memphis privilege. Okay.
Privilege.
Pennsylvania privilege,
Yeah,
baby.
Yeah.
that's my
You're
Memphis privilege.
daggone right.
And that's my Cape
As long as
Girardeau
I stay true
privilege.
to me, that's all that
Mhm.
matters. What
Yeah.
anybody else think about me, I can't control that. Anybody else's perception of me, I can't control that. I'm good with me. That's what matters.
There you
And
go.
that's why I want to see
There
people
you
come
go.
out. Just show up.
Yeah,
As long as
just
because
show up.
you showing up shows that you good with you. You good with where you at, you good with where you built, you good with your standing with your people. Show up. Just
Wow.
show up.
That we just want the entertainment, right? Either entertainment you bring us, if we support you, we support you. You
That's
could be
it.
doing
That's
you
it.
could be
That's
doing a
it.
haul.
Show
It
up.
doesn't matter. Just
I'm
show
gonna be
up.
sitting there saying, "Oh, that's
Be
so
sitting there,
cute. Where
ooh,
you get
yeah.
that from? How much was that?"
Yep.
Show up.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Go ahead,
I
TC.
even be
Oh,
sitting in the ladies in the as they say ladies room when they doing their makeup because I'm fascinated how why with the makeup work. You have some creative people on here,
Yes.
even with a viewers of view with her art. I
mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
drop down and watch her because that relaxes me. So
Absolutely.
Yep.
we have a lot of things that we could do on YouTube. And
Mm-hmm.
beefing is one of them, but hey, sometimes you get tired of
You
beefing
get
and you
tired of
just want to
beefing.
go off and relax. I was at a basketball game last night. I didn't do the best that I could with downloading it and put it in on YouTube, but I was showing people, even at my age, I can get out here and enjoy life.
That's
I
right,
watched,
baby.
I, I
That's
watched
right.
them. I watched them young people run up and down that floor, and I thought about the days when I did it. And I can still do it, but not as fast and
Oh,
not as long either. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. And
they
I
got
was with
seniors
people.
games though.
Yeah, they
That's
do.
right.
We have a seniors league here in Cape Girardeau. That's why I always tell a certain person, "Hey, I'll play in a game of basketball. It don't matter." But like I'm saying, I enjoy where I'm at. I'm at peace right now with
Yeah.
myself.
And we have to be.
And
And if
that's what
anybody
matters.
brings up any yeah, and if
Yeah.
anybody brings up old stuff, oh well, so be it. You can talk about it till you're blue in the face. But I'm still here. And there are a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
that are not here. Rappers, actors, ordinary people on the street, people getting. We just had a shooting at a university.
It's
Yeah.
Why?
getting
I
crazy,
don't
man.
know.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it's
Yeah.
The
going
world is
crazy.
crazy.
It's
And
getting
Find
let's
crazy.
be
your
clear, beefing is in every sector. This sector
Yeah.
right.
is called the
Oh
beef
yeah.
sector.
I
But
go to different sectors.
beefing
It's
happens in
everywhere.
your own family. If
It's
you tell
Right.
me you ain't arguing with nobody in your family, you're lying. You're lying.
You're
it's
lying.
beefing in
Everybody
our
else.
And
house.
that's the truth.
And,
But
and
then go ahead, TC.
no, I was just gonna say thank you, Aisha, for saying that because folk always say, "Oh,
Yep.
that beefing sector," and they always try to, put it
Everywhere.
just on the beefing sector.
Mm-mm.
And I tell, and I have to get right with them and say,
Oh,
"Listen, that is definitely not the case. Don't even
nope.
do it. Don't even try it."
Not at
But
all.
I do want to say this in answer to who are people really serving. When you really know the Creator, the Most High, for real, you can really forgive and forget.
Absolutely.
I'm going to
Hmm.
be perfectly honest with you. When you can really know the Most High, you will forgive and forget. Here's why. The vengeance is mine, saith the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Right.
Now, and I
Mm-hmm.
had to go over to DJ Will when he was playing his music, and I asked him to play that song, the Yolanda Adams. The battle is not
Yeah.
mine; it's the
Yeah.
Lord's.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Because when we get ourselves in it, we put more mess on top of the bull crap. See,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
what the creator does, he unravels it all and frees it all. See, we put 25 on top of 10. You see what I'm saying? And we don't get a chance to really and truly free ourselves and others and everything and everybody and let it absolutely go. Me,
Mm,
myself, I have been witness, and we are all going to parlay witness to
yeah.
whenever someone does wrong to us. You will live long enough. I guarantee you that you're going to see the ramifications of those people's those people's actions towards you.
Mhm.
You will see it. There are people that are here in the political scene, Miss T, and like 20 years ago, they were doing some things. They kept me out of a lot of stuff and thought they was doing something to me, you know. But actually, them keeping me out of stuff was keeping me out of stuff.
God's
And
protectance.
God protecting. But you know, Young didn't know. And guess what? I'm looking at him now and I'm saying, I'm 53 years old. And they're like, yo, TC, you look good. Because one thing about it, live a long life with good health and wisdom and your mind in the right place. That's how you defeat the enemies.
That was a
Yes.
good one. That was a good one.
That's how you defeat your enemy.
Yeah.
So don't worry, because God will make them look atrocious. God will make them look bad. They would be be hunched over, and they ain't hunching because Mr. Will got twins coming. So there's y'all mean. That's my y'all mean right there. Y'all mean. I'm just saying, and y'all mean, bro is over there in 70, but God bless you, y'all mean. There's some young brothers. There's some young brothers that are out here 30 and 40 and 50 and can't, y'all mean. Y'all mean. So don't be getting to that age stuff, y'all, because like we in our 40s and 50s.
Let everybody know this is virtual, y'all. Now let's not. It's virtual. I know we all know it.
I'm messing.
But
But the bottom
I do.
line is that it can happen. But let me just say
It
that
can happen now.
it
I might
can.
end up on the Maury show one day. I
No,
might,
no, no,
you
Hey.
no.
know.
Go ahead, TC. We know
But
that.
that's some real stuff.
Well,
I'm telling
wait a minute,
everybody,
Miss T.
manifest,
Miss T.
manifest.
Did
You can't just
did
talk over her, Mr. Will.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, dear.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, TC.
Do your when it comes manifest. When I'm talking about manifesting your own destiny, manifest your own destiny. Make sure that you move to the beat of your drum.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Don't ever move to the beat of nobody else's drum.
Yes.
Okay. And if you don't ever do it. And you know what I've learned in my 40s, that's when I got my voice, when I was in my 40s. Now that I'm in my 50s, you know what I say? Bump them. I ain't saying. I say it one time and then that's it. I'm done.
Baby,
I'm
I've
not
always had a
repeating
voice.
it. I'm not, you know why? Because I'm not wasting my energy. I'm not wasting my time. I'm not
Yes.
wasting my breath on the stuff that the Most High don't want me to deal with. The Most High will take care of it. After I've acknowledged it, I take care of it. One time I say something and then I'm done, son.
TC,
That's
and
it.
that's the thing. Everything doesn't require a response.
No.
Don't let stuff knock you off your square.
Boom.
Everything doesn't require a response. It just doesn't.
Exactly. So, good people, let me tell you something. I think we have spoken beautifully and eloquently. TC, DJ Will, Aisha, I do want to say that I greatly appreciate you all for coming up. You know, I'm almost about to tap out.
Dear.
I woke up early. I'm about to tap out. And I do want y'all to realize when you come over here, you at liberty to be who you are and speak your mind freely. It's okay to agree to disagree. You know, people are in the chat and they're talking, they're engaging, and I appreciate them. Now, I don't know everything, but I do want this. I want y'all to know this. This wasn't never and will never be a beat Bree up. And Bree, get out here and fight. That's not what this was about. This was about stand on what you stand on, be who you are. You took accountability. Now let's get ready to move.
Yes.
Let's get ready to move. Let's keep the sector alive. Even though this is not my final destination, is where I'm at now, and I'm going to make the best of it.
Yes.
Right? But I don't plan on being in the beef sector for life. But this is my home. This is where I'm at. I'm going to make the best of it. I enjoy the drama sometimes.
Yes.
And when I get tired of the drama, I cut it off and I go somewhere else to television or other places in the YouTube atmosphere. But I don't want to see these people just lay down. And that's what I meant from the start. Whatever you're going to do to elevate or evolve, you do just that. I respect you for that.
Yes.
I respect you for that. But just don't fold it all up. We got a lot of work here, and one person shouldn't come by and because they drop tea, which to me the tea wasn't all that. But anywho,
No,
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
just because they
I
drop tea
agree.
doesn't mean we gonna fold up and cower and tuck your tails. Continue to be the great people that you are. You
Oh,
own a
bro.
platform, utilize that platform wisely. But please, please remember this: karma is a bitch.
Oh yes.
They come back to get you. Karma comes back to get you. Every seed you sow, you shall reap.
Yeah.
I don't care how good you are now.
Yeah.
You have to pay for that past sin. And God is a forgiving God, and so are we when it comes to some things. Just don't go overboard that you can't come back.
I agree.
You still
I
got
agree.
grace. You still got mercy. God still got you. Don't just mix him in the mess. Don't do bad things and say malicious, evil, vow, hateful things and bring harm to people and then say God's blessing me or God's going. That's a
Exactly.
mess.
I
Stop
Yeah.
said the
playing
other
with
day,
God.
the
You,
devil
you see,
blesses his people too.
he
Yeah,
blesses his
man.
people
The
too.
devil blesses his people too.
And this domain
Exactly.
is the devil's, as
Let's
we
just
call Earth.
let's just make it great. Don't
Yes.
hide. Let this shit pass and come back
Mhm.
and do you. Okay? That's all I want to say. Go ahead, Aisha. Let's
Thank
get
you
ready
so.
for
No, I just
closing.
wanted to thank you for allowing me to come up because, baby, I've been burning. I,
Yeah. Why
I
you
have
been burning?
because I wanted to say what I said today.
Okay.
But I never had a place to sit. Friday I had surgery, so I
Oh,
didn't, I couldn't hit a panel then. And then when stuff happened, I think it was Monday or Sunday, because I was in and out of sleep with the medicine, I couldn't say anything. So it seems like I wasn't there, and I just wanted to say, hey, I still support you. I
right.
don't care. And that go, if I supported you before this, I support you after this. It's not changing anything for me. Just show up. And yesterday I felt like yesterday was a really bad day for me. And to
'Cause
not have one chat room that I like to go in, be live yesterday. And I know yesterday was Valentine's Day, so I'm accredited to that. Maybe that's
nah,
what it is.
mm-mm.
But I was like, not one. So okay, how I'm gonna get over this? How I'm gonna heal? I ain't got
Yeah,
nowhere to go to
yeah.
just be me, to laugh, to nothing. And that really bothered me yesterday. So I'm just happy that I could say it. I pray somebody hears it. Aisha ain't got no beef with nobody,
Me
but I've
either.
always said I ain't no killer, but don't push me.
Don't
This
Well,
push
ain't big
me.
enough for me. I do my best to protect my energy. I'm responsible for my energy.
Right.
I'm responsible for what I let out. So just
Right.
show up, because there are people like me who's in the bed that need you to show up.
Oh yeah.
You
And
get
it's
what I'm saying? I
yeah,
need you to
I get
show
what
up.
you
yeah.
I get what you're saying,
I
Aisha.
get what you're saying. That's why I say some people, this is all they have. And even if it's not over here in the midst of our chaos, it's other YouTube channels they watch. This is all they have.
Yeah,
And I respect those people. And let's just get out here and entertain. Okay? Make
absolutely.
my cash app. I don't see my cash app. I don't see no super chat. I'm just up here wasting my time. Make my cash app ring. No, but we
Mm.
all just have a good time. You guys, when I come on here, oh, DJ Will, I'm sorry. You go, baby.
Oh no, that's fine, dear. I just want to say I thank everybody that supports me. Aisha, I know you listen to my music, honey.
Yes,
Once in a
sir.
while, go back and get the old stuff if you want to. It doesn't matter. I love you, and I hope you well recovery. And
Thank you, Mr.
please,
William.
please stay as sweet as you
You
are.
are.
Oh, thank you, Mr.
You
William.
are.
All right. And to I can't forget Random Me, the Random Gaming Crafters. Honey, I love you. We heard our message Sunday, and you stay positive, baby. Everything will work out for you. Miss T, once again, you are one of the greatest content creators I came across these YouTube streets. I can sit and talk with you as a man to a woman with a woman's perspective on life. And it's not all about who's right or who's wrong all the time. It's about listening. And I've listened, and I love you for that.
Thank
Thank you.
you, DJ.
I
Well,
agree.
appreciate you, and congratulations to you and Faye Yaya. I know she's in the bushes, or she'll catch the replay because she supports me. Congratulations. And we will have a virtual baby shower for you all. I will contact Faye or
Well,
Aisha because we want it to be a surprise. We don't want y'all to know. Just show up and we'll be there. Okay?
We're gonna take good care of Larangelo and Orangelo.
Oh, we just love the names already.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining
All
me.
right.
Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Again.
Thank you.
Listen.
And
Love y'all,
please
Miss
keep
T.
this space. This is needed. This space is needed in
It
this space.
is. We all
Thank
need
you.
somewhere to go where we can laugh and have fun and then have conversations where it makes us feel good.
And
So
speak truth. I mean, not just
and
speak
speak
truth, but
truth.
be able to speak freely and it
Yeah,
not be twisted. We
and
get each
stand.
other's understanding. So I
Hmm.
appreciate that.
Yes.
So thank you again. I'm dropping down.
Thank
Have
you
a great
again,
day,
dear.
everybody.
Thank you. I appreciate everybody. Purple Peach, much to you, baby girl. Now, let me tell you something. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I always enjoy that I have an environment that people could come and we can talk about things and they are respected in the chat and on the panel. You know what I mean? That's just my decorum over here. Everyone don't like it. I have had people think that I make them walk on eggshells that feel like school. That's okay. Just don't support me. I'm going to always be me and allow you to be you over here. This not a Bree Dragon session. It wasn't a Lady Nika. I was simply stating what I mean. I wish those ladies well. When they turn the camera on, I'll be there, whether I'm in the bushes or down there, you know. Now, some content creators have told me to go away and I just walk away, you know, but a lot of times, just do you. We all here to support you. And whatever's going to happen is going to happen. As long as you take accountability for the wrong you have done, God forgive you, and so do we. But again, do your thing. You know, do your thing. I taught my grandbaby. Now I'm teaching y'all to do your thing. Get your ass out there and fight if you have to. Don't let them back you in the corner. With that being said, I'm going to get ready to get out of here. And again, thank you so much. Make sure you hit that like button. Thank you, Queen Diva. It's always a honor to see. Oh, let me wrap this up right quick. Because, you know, I'm not going to say who you was. Thank you for the information. But let me tell you something about this one right here. This one right here. This one right here is my ride and die. This is my biological sister. And everybody knows that. There could no one could ever come between us. We're just that solid. And I know people say, oh, over here's changed. You know, people flip on you one day. That's my sister. That's my ride or die. That's my best friend. I don't worry about her flipping on me. What I say here, people already know who Queen Diva is. That's my ride or die. That's my sister. That's who I'll go to war for. Okay? She already know where we stand. We have a mutual love and mutual respect for each other. I'm not worried about nobody twisting my words to turn me against my sister because that's my blood. See? That's my blood. And we're good and we go forever be good until our dying days because I love her just that much and she loves me the same. But thanks for the comment. I appreciate it. I respect it. But nobody could turn me against her. No one could turn her against me. That's a fact. A fact. That's my baby. That's my sister. I'm her baby sister. Thank you again for joining me. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the comments and the engagement. Please make sure you hit that like button. Let's get ready to get out of here. But I am going to close it in my old closing because I want you to remember this. Whew, I'm getting tired. Okay. If you see your king's crown crooked, help him straighten it up. If you see your queen's crown crooked, Help her straighten it up. Speak life and wisdom into your princess and your princesses. They are our joint heirs. They are our future. They are looking to inherit something other than mess, stress, drama, and debt. I hope we all are trying to create generational wealth. I hope we are. You know, it just takes a little bit of knowledge and a little bit of time for us to create something phenomenal, something great to leave our joint heirs, our future, right? As always, be a blessing, not a bother. It doesn't take much to bless someone. Simple. Hello, Kwani. How are you? I hope you're feeling better today. Hey, Queen Diva, I love that smile of yours and that outfit you have on. Oh, let me give you a couple of dollars to buy you lunch today. I'll grab that door for you. Let me carry those groceries. Sir, you sure got on a nice suit. You're a handsome little devil. You're not devil, but you know what I mean. It doesn't take much to, to bless someone. It doesn't have to be monetary. It can be just a simple act of kindness, you guys. Let's make sure we do more of that. We are living in the end times. You know how they used to say, and there's some shiggity going on out there. We need to be more of a blessing to people and not a bother. Okay? So let's get out here. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Not sure where I'll see you, but I'm sure I'll see you around.